Songs in A Minor by Alicia Keys. Songs in A Minor is the debut album of Alicia Keys, released in 2001. Alicia Keys came on the scene with her classically trained piano background and mixed it with what she grew up listening to. What resulted is an album that went 7 times platinum with 4 very successful singles, as well as dozens of awards. 20 years later, how does it hit? How do we feel about it? Here's an honest review of Songs in A Minor by Alicia Keys.
Songs in A Minor by Alicia Keys. This is one of the albums that I get from my BMI subscription.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you get the 12 CDs, you pay for one, and then you got to buy 3 at full price, and then you get like 3 more for free.
Oh, damn. I think you talked about that before.
It was the shit. It was how I amassed most of my collection.
Okay. Nice.
Most people did.
Oh.
When albums would be stolen, I just get it from there. How you feel about this album artwork, man?
Classic. That's it, man. Just a classic pose. Classic cover. Love it.
Yeah, seeing the cover, man, it just brings back a lot of memories. You gotta understand. Like when Alicia Keys came out in 2001, she immediately became like the hottest new thing on the scene with her side hair, with her sideways braids. Every girl in school was running to get the braids off the side.
You ain't lying about that.
It was the thing to do. If you didn't have the sideways braids, you was doing it all wrong. So shout out to Alicia for pretty much trademarking that. She don't even do it no more. But she started it. The flow of this project, man, I feel like the bio pretty much explains it. Like she took all that whack ass Mozart and Beethoven shit and flipped it with hip hop and R&B and actually turned it into some dope shit. Let's stop giving those old folks credit for like making shit that's crazy. Like when you flip it, that's when it sounds dope. And Alicia Keys always figured out a way to take that, what people consider sophisticated, and actually turn it into something which I call sophisticated.
Bold statement. Yes.
Facts.
But I'm with you though. She really took something and just, just hit the world by shock of any age. Because I'm telling you this right here. I'll never forget when I first heard this.
For sure. Highlights, man. There's a lot of highlights on here. You can pretty much name anything, but I just remember the very first time that I heard her voice, and that was when Fallen first came on. When I first heard it, probably on. I don't know if it was Video Soul or if it was 106 and Park. Was 106 and Park popping yet?
Yes.
You sure?
I think it was. Yes.
Cause if it wasn't, I don't remember. I just remember hearing that voice singing that first note. I keep on falling, and I was just like, "Yo, who is this?" And you got to remember, at this time, I was pretty much anti neo soul, but Keys was bringing this hip hop style and flair to it.
106 and Park started in 2000. Yep.
Oh, okay. So, but Alicia Keys brought this hip hop and R&B flair to it that made it hard to deny.
Yep.
So Fallen came out and it was crazy. And then I remember after Fallen came out, I don't know if the Girlfriend video came out before, but I remember seeing it after. And that's when I was just like,
you're right.
Well, so Girlfriend came out after, right? Yeah, and I remember seeing that video like, man, this song right here is a bop. You know what I'm saying?
Because I remember it was Fallen, Girlfriend, and A Woman's Worth.
Yeah. And when A Woman's Worth came out, that's when it was over. Yep. It was over. Alicia Keys was like the best new thing smoking. The lyrics to the song, the way she decided to sing the hooks, the pianos being played over there. And then you go through and you listen to the album and you have songs like Trouble and Rock With You. You have How Come You Don't Call Me. It's like pretty much 100% a rendition of Prince's song, Why You Don't Call Me. And it sounds crazy. Butterfly. She said that she was actually struggling to write songs. Butterfly was one of the first songs she wrote. Trouble was another song she wrote when she was actually having trouble trying to finish the album. And she had the whole deal where Columbia didn't want to put her out. She was signed to So Def and she was working with Jermaine. They made some songs and the label declined the album, so Clive Davis ended up picking it up. So shout out to Clive. He's responsible for doing some really dope things, introduced us to a lot of dope people. He put out Alicia Keys. He rescued Mariah Carey and kind of rejuvenated her career. He put Busta on his label and kind of let Busta rejuvenate himself before he went to Aftermath again. So J Records is synonymous with dope shit. And Alicia Keys just put fire out on this project. You can pretty much put it in and listen to it from front to end. Get your classical fix, get your R&B fix. The whole time I was playing it, this one over here, it's like I don't remember most of these songs, but yet every song she's singing, like, oh, I guess I didn't remember. I didn't know I knew all these words.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Yo, this album is special because I feel like Alicia Keys tapped into a sound that at the time nobody was willing to do or even to attempt. And in that respect, I think, like, from my perspective, she gained a whole generation into of fans because my mom and my grandma was playing this. And my grandma didn't like music like that.
Yeah, my mom definitely was bumping this.
And I remember the day where my mom told me that my grandma said she wanted this for her birthday, this album. And it was just like, wow. And, you know, it's just become something that I listen to a lot, not only because of that reason, but just because of the style Alicia had brought to music, man. Just the whole staple with, you know, she playing the piano. I never seen nothing like that at the time. I was never like fixated on instruments and stuff like that, especially when it was like somebody of color. I wasn't paying attention to that. So just that whole vibe with the braids and her on the piano and everything like that, it just became something that just stuck on me. Like, that's Alicia Keys. So that right there stuck with me. The writing and the arrangement of this album is just perfect. I mean, you can just go song to song. Like you said, I believe there's no skips. You can listen to it all. The songs that stick out me to the most are, of course, Fallen, Girlfriend, Troubles, Woman's Worth, Jane Doe, Mr. Man is Crazy. Like, I ain't heard that in a while, and I love that song.
I wish she would do a remix, and it's like, you can't do it now, obviously, because everybody will cancel you. But if back then she would have did a remix, it a combination of Mr. Man and then R. Kelly's Down Low, and kind of like just combine them into a song and make a video. You know what I'm saying? That could have been fire.
It could have been.
In 2001.
But yeah, man, just, you know, I can't say enough. This album is just banger for banger, track by track.
Lowlights, man. Look, I do have one lowlight, and it has nothing to do with the album. It's funny because it's like the whole time we was listening to it, she pointed it out, and it's like I already knew it because I've said it multiple times. Alicia can't do the sound anymore because her pretty much has it on lock. And she was just like, the whole time she was listening, like, I hear her. And it's just like, yeah, you got to remember her. She took her under her wing and kind of like built her up and trained her the way she was trained. So Alicia can't really do the sound anymore. And a lot of people always crave for the old Alicia, you know, because Alicia Keys, I got to give her credit for always trying something new. Whether it works or not, she's willing to be bold and go out there and try something different with her sound. Yeah. She's usually doing something new this time around. Oh, I'm DJing this one. Oh, I'm actually doing the production. I'm on the beat machine on this one. Like, so every single time she puts something out, she's growing as an artist, but she can't go back to the sound anymore. Her has it completely on lock, like under lock and key. And it's cool to go back and listen to this. And it's like a straight time capsule at this point. Yeah. It's 100% pure, unadulterated fire. Yeah. That she can't do anymore. Not saying it, and I'm not saying it because she can't do it.
I feel you.
I'm just saying, like, because if she did it, people would be like, it kind of sounds like her.
I feel you. And then it'll be like she's trying to jock her style. And it's just like, nah,
you got to see where it came from.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I can echo
it's
that.
It's like Consequence putting out an album now. People are going to be like, why are you acting like the old Kanye? Like, bro, I am the old Kanye.
Do your history. Do your research, man. I feel you on that. Like, I guess I ain't have no lowlights, but I can say that this is just, you know, one of those albums where it's just like you can't replicate this sound without being accused of anything or anything like that. So I guess that's, you know, special in its own right.
Final grade, man. Alicia Keys is final thoughts. Alicia Keys is a beast. Every time you go and look through her career, at least for me, I can go through her first 5 albums and pretty much listen to the majority of it straight through. After that, you kind of have some hit and misses with me. The last album she put out was fire. She was back on her shit, on her new shit. But you can listen to this. Like I said, it's a time capsule. You can see where it all started. You can get these vibes and these feels that you probably just forgot where they were until you listen to this old music again. And it's going to take you back and remind you of like what you were doing at the time when this stuff came out. So shout out to Alicia Keys. This came out in the year I graduated high school. Okay. And it was definitely one of those joints that we played a lot.
Yeah, man, this right here will forever be special. My two favorite albums is this one and The Diary of Alicia Keys.
Which one is better?
Which one is better? I might have to give the upper hand to Diary.
I'd give it a Diary just because you don't know my name is so ill. Like I'm talking about, and what's the joint? I won't tell the joint.
Diary.
Your secret. Yeah, secret. That
No,
like
it's Diary.
Diary. Whatever his song is
With
called.
Tony Tone?
Yeah, with Tony. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like the strength of the songs that came off of that Karma.
I
Like
won't tell.
exactly.
Yeah.
Getting into the exchange, going back and forth.
Yeah.
Break it down. You know, it's fire. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. What were we on the final thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'm trying to remember. Maybe it wasn't called Diary. Oh yeah, it's called Diary. Jermaine, Paul, and Tony. I just have to go. But yeah. We on grades? Or I said my final thoughts.
You wouldn't,
my
I
fault.
had cut you off.
Yeah,
right?
my bad. But
At least you got your brain twisted.
yeah,
man.
man.
You about to get some sideways
But
braids?
but yeah, man. Songs in A minor, man. It's just the staple of just what I remember of her breaking out as, an R&B artist and everything like that. It was such a great time for music, in my opinion, R&B music, because that's what the wave I was on all the time. And it will just forever be, a staple in history.
Final grade, man. You put Alicia Keys and Crucial Keys in the studio together and let them create. You're going to come out with something like this or like Diary. It's going to come out absolutely crazy. She took that old school classical BS and some dope hip hop and neo soul and made it consumable to everybody. Everybody wasn't listening to neo soul. People weren't accepting of the Jill Scotts and the India Aries. Like that was a sect.
It was started.
It was a sect. It was a sector of music that you had to be a fan of. But Alicia Keys took it and made it digestible for everybody. 7 times platinum. You can't argue with that. I'm giving it a check. Shout out to Alicia Keys, legend in the game.
Most definitely a legend and most definitely a check for me. I will never, ever not recommend this album. If you haven't heard it, I don't know what's up with you. You need to. So, shout out to Alicia Keys.
And if you guys have not seen Alicia Keys versus John Legend's versus battle, man, that was so good. I forgot about some of Alicia Keys' fire when we were watching that battle. And it's always cool to see Drunk John. Drunk John Legend is very entertaining. But shout out to both of them. That battle was fire. They're both going back and forth at it on the pianos. Like, come on, man. It was dope.
Great.